Russia lost 24 tanks, 100 troops, and 36 armored fighting vehicles, AFVs, and 2 planes in a single day, Kyiv's military said in an update on Tuesday. As part of its daily update on the war, the General Staff of Ukraine's armed forces posts figures on Russia's troop and equipment losses. Moscow lost 1,110 soldiers over the past 24 hours, according to the military's latest casualty toll of Russian troops, bringing the total to 270. Russia has also lost a total of 6,113 tanks, 8,801 artillery systems, 11,358 AFVs, and 331 aircraft in the ongoing war, the update said. Moscow rarely shares information on the number of casualties it has sustained in the war. In September 2022, Russian Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu said 5,137 troops had been killed since the war began. The Defense Ministry has since reported casualty numbers a further 3 times, confirming the loss of another 162 troops, the BBC's Russian service reported. On January 12th, a joint investigation by the BBC's Russian service and independent Russian news outlet Mediazona identified the names of 41,731 Russian military personnel who have died in the war in Ukraine since February 2022. It said that the actual number of losses was higher than the figures stated in the investigation. It said that Russian President Vladimir Putin's convict army is making up a significant proportion of Moscow's losses in the ongoing war in Ukraine. Volunteers, prisoners, and recruits of private military companies now account for 37% of all confirmed Russian casualties, while a further 12% of identified fatalities were enlisted under Putin's September 2022 partial mobilization order. The BBC's Russian service said it has so far identified the names of 7,717 prisoners of Russian colonies who enlisted in the war and died in Ukraine. The bodies of some of those casualties remained on battlefields for several months, the investigation found. Kyiv similarly does not provide information on its war casualties. A U.S. Defense Intelligence Agency assessment leaked in April 2023 said that Ukraine had suffered 124,500 to 131,000 casualties, including 15,500 to 17,500 dead. Shoigu said in December that Ukraine has lost more than 383,000 troops since the war began. Media could not independently verify the figures. The British Defense Ministry said in an intelligence update on Tuesday that neither Russian nor Ukrainian forces have made significant advances over the last week, but that Moscow's push to seize the eastern Ukrainian city of Avdiivka remains its key line of effort. To date, Russia has made very limited territorial gains at a significant cost in both material and personnel, the ministry's analysis said. Russian forces are edging forward at 3 key points along Ukraine's frozen front line, according to the latest analysis by the Institute for the Study of War, as Kyiv warns that staggering losses alone will not stop Moscow's war machine. ISW's Thursday update noted confirmed Russian advances in the frontline hotspots near the devastated city of Bakhmut in Donetsk region, the besieged Ukrainian fortress city of Avdiivka, also in Donetsk, and in the Donetsk-Zaporizhzhia Oblast border area, which this summer was at the heart of Kyiv's own offensive efforts. Positional engagements are continuing along the 600-mile front, ISW wrote, with both Russian and Ukrainian forces probing each other's positions, seeking local advantage. Moscow's troops have advanced northwest of Bakhmut, with the ISW citing geolocated footage published on January 17th, suggesting a marginal gain in the residential area in northern Bodanivka, just outside the destroyed city that was captured by Russian units in May 2023, after months of devastating combat. Ukrainian ground forces spokesperson, Lieutenant Colonel Volodymyr Fityo, reported this week that Russian forces are intensifying efforts around Bakhmut, as well as in the direction of Kupiansk in Kharkiv Oblast. Elsewhere, Russian forces advanced southwest of Avdiivka, the fortified city that has long been a fulcrum for the Ukrainian military on the Donetsk front. The settlement sits just outside Donetsk, which since 2014 has been occupied by local separatists and their Russian patrons. The city is considered the unofficial capital of the Donbas region, making it a key political and logistical goal. Geolocated footage published on January 17th shows Russian forces assaulting and capturing a position east of Novelska, ISW wrote, referring to a small settlement to the southwest of Avdiivka. Russian forces have been trying to encircle the town for months.
Рядом 333.